Shalom. Welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Jesus Does. Thanks to all the viewers and the subscribers for your great support and continue to support more and more. Let's focus on our topic, Good Friday. Why Good Friday is been called good when it remembers about the suffering and the death of Jesus Christ. Many of them says this day has the sad or the sorrowful Friday and grieve on this day. In this video, I want to tell you that the suffering and the death of Jesus was good for the mankind and was the greatest victory over the evil or the Satan. The cross and resurrection of Jesus was a turning point for all the creations, because the cross of Jesus brought the mankind who were far from the sin because of sin, and they were far from God. And this is the good news of the cross, that through Jesus Christ the mankind came nearer to God. Paul says in 1 Corinthians 15 verse 3, Jesus died for our sin and was buried and was raised in the life on the third day. The cross demonstrates His or God's own love for us. We remember Good Friday and the day where Jesus willingly suffered and died by crucifixion as the ultimate sacrifice for our sin. The term good, some believe that it developed from an older name, God's Friday. The suffering and the death of Jesus was terrible view, but it marks God's plan to save His people from their sins. The good news of deliverance only makes sense once when we see how we were enslaved. God's promise and God's plan was fulfilled on the cross according to the word of God. That day was actually the death blow of evil and God's glorious and good plan to redeem the world from the bondage of sin. The cross is where we see the great suffering and God's forgiveness, and we receive divine forgiveness, mercy, and peace. So at last I want to say, Good Friday makes the day when the worth and the mercy met at the cross. That's why Good Friday it is a greatest suffering and death of Jesus, but it turns good for all the mankind and brought a greatest triumph over the sin, which through Adam it came to the whole human being, but with the last Adam, Jesus Christ, which paid the sacrifice on the cross, brought a freedom from the bondage of sin. So my brothers and sisters, this is the time to come nearer to the cross and receive the freedom from the bondage of sin and have a freedom through Jesus Christ. So in the Word of God, In Matthew 11:28 it says, "Come to me, all who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest." God bless you. That is the Good Friday, not only for one day, but every day. That cross of Jesus be remembered, and we can receive the amazing love of Jesus Christ towards us. Amen.